this.
Yeah. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. It's the Friday vibe, the Hugo Smoke Show. No work on the horizon, let the good times flow. Grab a smoke, let's light it up. Stream the show, it's time to erupt. Kick back, unwind, let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive. Let the laughter ring. Weekends calling, let's smoke and sing. Hugo Smokes is here, the party's alive. Join the fun, this is where we thrive.
Hey, what's up, Steven?
What's going on?
Hey, man, I thought you had changed your mind. I was like, this guy booked it.
No, my webpage browser failed. I had to relog in.
I was like, man,
I was
Randall
like,
part two.
Google, he can't get a reliable co-host, man.
I'm serious. What the? Oh, shoot, dude. This guy is having connection issues too. Like, what's his name? Randall. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, Sean. I guess I'll show what I'm smoking. I'm smoking the Pledge of Allegiance from EPC. It's actually the 2023. I'm not sure if you can see it, but okay. This one was sent in to the channel. Oh, here we go. Hey, bro. Welcome back.
Thank you. I don't know what that is. I've never had that happen before.
Oh, that's weird.
I never had that happen before.
So it's the Pledge of Allegiance 2023, and this one was sent in by Sosa. I fucked up on my video. I thought Sosa had sent the the Salomon, but it was Chris Shack.
Nice.
They're like neighbors, so like it's, you know. What do you got, Steve?
I'm doing the Kikimomo Patriot. This was their Memorial Day release, and I didn't get around to it then. So, Stars and Stripes.
Do you know the makeup of that one?
I believe it's Habano Maduro, because it's like this barber pole thing. So half Habano, half Maduro.
Maduro, Connecticut broadleaf or MSA?
Their farm is in Nicaragua, so they grow all their own leaf and roll there.
Oh, so they're vertically integrated.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Do you know if it's MSA or broadleaf?
No, I don't know.
Okay. All right, let's see how it is. It's like a torpedo, huh?
Yeah.
Edgar says, "Go back to sleep. It's a holiday." What? Come on, bro. This guy. It's the perfect time to smoke, man. No work. You're not working today, are you?
No.
Oh my god, man! These hosts, man, you can't. Co-host can't get a reliable one. But what I was gonna say is, I mean, I think it's the perfect time to smoke. Hey, I don't know what's going on, man. You want to, Sean? You Okay, he's gonna restart his computer. Man, I wonder if he's using Mac or PC because I don't know. Mac doesn't really mess up. Um, Sean, jump in here, man. Take over my co-host. Well, I guess let's get the conversation started. What's everybody got going on for the 4th of July? What do we got going on? Let me know. We know that Edgar's not smoking, so. Oh, by the way, hold on. Let me share this real quick. Ben saying sorry. Oh, did you guys actually like wake up early and jump in the lounge? I think I saw you guys in there. What did you smoke, Ben? Let me share my live real quick. See, Ben got up early and smoked, bro. Let's be like Ben. How come I can't see Sean in the live chat? Oh, because he was on Steven's stream. You know, it's cool because like on this side of the screen, when the comment shows up with like, I guess it's like a link, it's like a little chain link. That means that person is like, that person is on somebody else's live stream. So like, you know, if you got more people on here, like they could multi-stream to their channels. Oops. All right, let's see what Ben's got going on. Got a 20-acre farms, Toro barbecue at in-laws for brunch, early dinner. Oh man, that's early. Nice. The 20-acre farms is a good cigar. There he is. And Toro is the only one I smoked. I know there's a Robusto and maybe a Gordo. I didn't try that one. Curious about the Robusto. We'll see. Crespin, good morning, brother. What do you got going on? What are you smoking? If you're smoking, what you got going on for the 4th of July? There was a question I forgot to ask on the Stogie Society podcast. Like, does like people still, do you guys still buy like fireworks, or is that like kind of like a kid thing now? Or, and I'm talking about the cool fireworks, right? Not like the Target parking lot fireworks, right? Sparklers and stuff. So last night, we have like kind of like a tradition going on. The local high school hosts a fireworks show, and it's in the town next door. Well, they have one in my town as well, but we go to my sister-in-law's house because she lives like half a block away from the school. So we just set up in the front lawn, right? Fucking just table, chairs, and I was smoking a cigar. They were chit-chatting. Dude, so the fireworks show starts right 9:30 on the dot. Got the mortars, pop, 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 pop. Fucking 10 seconds later, dead silence. And we're like, okay, that was like the introduction. So we're waiting like, 5, 10, 20. And then like 20 20 minutes later, you see like this flock of people just walking by, and we're like, "Hey, what happened, yo?" Like, "Oh, it there was a malfunction, so they couldn't." Hey, there he is.
Hey, bud. Sorry about that.
Sorry, man. Technology. I was just saying how we were at a high school, well, not at the high school, but we're watching. Oh, okay, yeah. What the heck is going on, man? Oh man, it's a sign. Don't hang out with Hugo Smokes. That's crazy, man. So yeah, apparently there was a malfunction with the fireworks show. So that was short lived. What's up, Sal? A perv? Yes, sir. God bless America. Oh man. Uh what's Steven just pulled a DC. I was up to totally last night and still woke up early for a smoke. Them is slacking. Damn, bro, that's late. I think we went to sleep like at what time did we go to sleep? Not that late, like maybe midnight. And I had like a few, laggers, and I barely woke up. I was like, actually, I woke up with my alarm at 5:30. That's my Friday morning alarm. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go get some little quick cardio in, wake up. So on holidays, LA Fitness opens till 8 if it's like during the week. So that was a fail. So couldn't go. I don't buy fireworks anymore. So it seems like, if you're a teenager, it was really cool, right? Like go get the illegals from the plug from your buddies, and then the illegal fireworks, that is. Uh Not that I'm like promoting the use of that, right? Or like because everybody can make their own decision, right? But um I would, let's just say, the cool fireworks. Um and then like there's like this kind of like period in between where you're like and then once, like, I guess you become like a dad, or like you're older, you're like you're like that old man that's got you know the the rich deal or whatever. You bring the cool fireworks, right? Damn, so the cigar is from 2023 and it's still got some kick to it. And it's, on these, it's mainly like coffee, dark cocoa notes. Uh, it's what do you call it? Like a charred oaky notes going on. It's pretty cool. And then you also get like a little bit of like florality. I'm curious now to smoke when fresh. See how bold it is, or like how peppery it is, because this one's got like a little bit of spice. Um, Interesting. I don't know what the oldest one is. This one was sent in by Sosa, so thank you, Sosa. Just pop snaps. Yeah, that's it. I'm going back to bed. You probably are in bed, streaming from streaming from your bed. Yeah, so we have kind of like a busy day lined up today. So I got my stream. and then we're gonna head over to watch Jurassic Park, the new one, because I love Jurassic Park. My girl loves Jurassic Park, so we're gonna go over there with her family, and then after that, we're gonna head on over to her sister. Hey man, I like this view
Hey.
better.
You like this better? Okay, we'll go with this. Like the other thing's not going to work today. Fine, let's do something else.
Are you on your phone now?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I was just saying how today, after the stream, we have a 12:30 ticketed viewing for Jurassic Park, and then the new one, obviously, right at the movies. Dude, I haven't been to the movies in such a long time, so that's gonna be cool at the AMC. And then we're gonna head on over to my fiance's sister's in-laws house, which they have a pool, and I think we always hang out over there for the 4th.
Nice, man.
So carne asada, burgers, and I'm making ceviche. So
Okay, cool. Well, I know you're a good cook, so I'm sure it'll come out great.
and it's usually the appetizer, because they're gonna
Yeah.
make the burgers and stuff like that. So as we're waiting for the main stuff to come out, but yeah, what do you got going on today,
Dude? So 4th of July for me has been very different in the last like about 10 years.
Yeah.
Mainly because my wife's family is from India, and so my in-laws' wedding anniversary is on 4th of July. And so it kind of has a different feel. So we always celebrate their wedding anniversary with them.
They're like, fuck America.
Not in so many words, but it's just a little different. Like, and so we've got the Traeger set up actually with some new pizza stones today,
Okay.
and we're gonna do some pizzas on the Traeger, and the pool is recently fixed, so we've got a new heating system. So we're gonna crank it up, have a nice warm pool day, and make some pizzas in the Traeger.
Hell yeah, that's dope, bro. I mean, you're still kind of like, killing two birds with one stone. So that's
Right.
That's cool. See what Ben's saying here. Where I grew up, we had this area where you can legally light fireworks from the pop-up shops. Firefighters only on standby. Hundreds of families did it together, so you could also enjoy it if you didn't have your own. But would you be able to bring the cool ones, or was it just like the not cool ones? I'm assuming it was just like the regular ones, right? Got Julio in the house. Yeah, so pretty busy day today. That's cool. It's gonna be warm, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
How's that cigar starting off for you?
It's got some like spice and earth kind of right off the jump. But we'll see. It was starting to do a funny burn thing on the first of the barber pole, and then it kind of caught up, so it's doing fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's not like, even though it looks like a lighter color wrapper, it still has a lot of flavor.
Nice. Yeah, this 23 is actually, I think it's right on the money. 2 years later, it's got that coffee, oak, a little bit of like white pepper spice. And the retro is pleasant. So I think 2 years of this thing resting is like.
Why
I think
did my
you're
thing go sideways?
Oh, turn it and then put it back.
Oh, that's weird.
Just turn it and then put it back. Yeah.
It's technology today, man.
Yeah, I don't know why StreamYard does that on the phone. That it's done it to me a couple times. But yeah, man. So I think, dude, next year's Pledge of Allegiance. I don't know if you were on the stream with Lisette and her dad.
Yep.
So hopefully all American Puro.
Yeah, that sounded really cool.
Yeah, great concept, man.
I mean, that's the thing that JC Newman has had kind of for a while with the American, having that as an American Puro. And so there's only a couple others that I can really think of that are in that. And so I mentioned in your stream on Wednesday, Anu's brand, the Sartorial Tobacconist. And so he's 5th generation tobacco farmer in Mississippi. And he makes a cigar called the Goodfoot, which I got to try at PCA. And so his is all Mississippi tobacco that he grows.
Okay.
And so that's a phenomenal cigar. What else? The one that I think a lot of people don't think of is like Toscano. It's Kentucky fire cured tobacco. Sold via Italy, but it's U.S. tobacco.
Oh wait, Toscano. I never had any Toscano. I'm thinking Torreño or Torreño. That's a different one, right?
Yep, that's General Cigar Co.
Oh wait, Toscano's the one that makes the little fucking cigar weeds, right?
Yeah.
But those are short filler, right?
I'm not sure about that, but I know that they're dried, Kentucky cured tobacco.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen them around. I know what you're talking about now, but it's just like, I don't know. They're like cigarillos, right? Like, or they're like blunts.
They do. Well, they're like kind of made to cut in the middle, and you can divide them into two and smoke them that way.
Oh, what? That's interesting. What's up, Stogie Brody? Good morning, bro. What are you smoking? All right. The Torreños, it's a super budget brand from CI. I've had a few in the past. They're, they're all right, dude. Like for $4 or $5. Yeah.
I've gotten them as low as $1 a stick on some of those special websites. And so I keep a box of those around for like people who are not really smokers. And so can't get mad at that for like $1 plus tax and shipping.
And I forget which one it is. Even though it's like a very affordable one, it's not very harsh on the palate.
Easy, mild.
Was it the one that has like a green thing and then the wrapper's a little bit lighter?
Yep. Wrapper is like paper thin.
Yeah, that one.
Like, don't touch it too hard. It'll break.
Exactly. That's funny, dude. So what'd you think of the event we went to on Saturday?
Man, that's a loaded question.
We haven't talked about it, dude. Like, I kind of talked about it with the people like on Discord, but not here on.
So it's tough to talk about because like I've been to a lot of cigar events in the last year, and then coming away from like a multi-day event like PCA, you see how an event can be for cigars. And then you go to this one where they invite you for seminars, and then you walk in the room and there's a cigar and a glass of rum and some tasting chocolate there ready to go for you, and you're ready. And then what you get is like a 20-minute talk about rum, and you're told you can't light the cigar, and you're like, wait, but you have a venue for a cigar event. Put the seminar in the venue. Don't put me in some hall where I'm not allowed to smoke, because you're going to tell me about a tasting that I'm not allowed to do. I hate that. I hate that. And then the other side of it logistically is like you're going to do an hour block per seminar, and then you're only going to actually engage people for 20 minutes, and then you're going to send them back outside to recheck in on a line 4 times.
Yeah.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
And so as far as like the seminars go, I think it could have been done differently. I like that they had that.
Right. Just
a little tweak, I think, could make that much more desirable. I do think that generally the event was oversold. You can't really cram that many people in where you have a known. Your known is how many tickets you sell. Your known then is how much seating you'll need and how many cigars you'll need. So your vendors should not be running out of cigars, which happened to you. You didn't get the Plasencia, right?
Yeah.
And nobody could sit. I mean, I literally ate my dinner sitting on the floor, like, because I was going to sit.
Well, it wasn't even dinner. It was like an appetizer.
Right. And that was the other thing is like everybody paid somewhere around 100 a head, and like you served me Costco pasta. Like, come on. So
Yeah,
yeah, I've got my opinions about it. Like
yeah.
I think it could have been done differently. I know they've been doing it for a long time, and a lot of people enjoy that event, but I don't know if it's for me.
Yeah, and I totally forgot about the people on Instagram. My bad, because we were having like these connection issues. But what's up, M Bombay, Cigar Gal, Mr. Fluffy, Smoky Sampot, Sean, Epicure, Abdullah, Blue Balls One,
Somebody
and
just wanted you to read that.
no, that's like his actual handle, bro. Like, and
Amazing.
Oksana is in the chat. Big Baron Training's
Oh,
wife.
nice.
What's up? Nice meeting you, by the way.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Great couple. Yeah, I'm kind of like in the same boat with you. For me, it was like, although we can do this like anywhere else, right? But just the camaraderie of like us being together, and I met your friends, and then Gabriel was there, and then we got to smoke a little bit with Alex.
Oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was cool. And always like networking. We met like obviously Oksana and her husband, and then some other people when I was walking around. So that was cool, because I think A Perf was asking. They're going to somewhere in Texas. I forget where. So he was asking if it was worth it, and I'm like, well, it depends what your objective is. Like the cigars that they give out for us, they were like whatever. They're like yardsticks, right? Like
Yep.
they're probably gonna go in the community bin. That Placencia is pretty good, but I didn't even get it. So
Right.
So if you're going for that and you like those cigars, well, then you're gonna get your money's worth right off the bat, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, it's mostly like you better take somebody that you know, or you better be a social butterfly so you can talk to people and socialize, right? But yeah, and then I agree with the whole seminar thing. Like, have those things outside. Although it's an hour and there's 4 seminars, it's gonna take you a lot longer to smoke a stick, right? So I don't know, maybe like a shorter cigar. I don't know, something, right?
Yeah.
And I was thinking like maybe they can do like a whole canopy outside somewhere, like in the parking lot. It wasn't that hot, if anything, they could have like the industrial size freaking AC blowers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that would be fine. I don't know.
There's definitely other ways it could have been done.
Yeah. But I do like the I did like the knowledge from the seminars. They're pretty cool, like
Yeah.
that, like the whole pairing situation.
Mhm.
I don't know. I had a good time, except for like you're right. In the area where we're at, which was the exterior area, it was really packed because everybody wanted to, first of all, go grab the freebies, and then the other people wanted to smoke. So then you could only do it at that outside courtyard thingy, whatever.
Well, I think there's another objective piece to this where like you've sold different tiers of tickets. And so if you're selling a VIP ticket, and one of the major perks is that you're going to get access to those freebies a little bit sooner than the general admission, then you can't let general admission in at the same time as your VIPs are coming in. Because like we came through VIP on the seminar side, and like we're immediately head on with the line of general admission people coming in at the same location. You're like, what do? I can't move.
So were the people coming in already GAs?
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, I didn't see their wristbands, like, but because I think the VIPs had the shiny ones, right? And some other people have like regular ones. I don't know. But yeah, that was, and it was like, it was supposed to be like half an hour, right? Or
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, so what do you think? You think next year you would want to go or no?
I mean, if it's the same venue and the same setup, probably not. If we end up getting a table, I would consider that, because I think they only had like 4 big tables. Like you had to get 10 tickets to get a table, and so we'd have to really coordinate with folks if they wanted to do that, because even all of the people that we came with were not 10.
Yeah. Well, there were some people that still like would have wanted came. Like I had like 3 or at least five more, but they last minute tickets or like they had like something else set up. So I think at least if we organize it like we did early November,
Yeah.
um just get the package secure, and they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't, right?
Right. And that's fine. I think also we, now knowing like Big Bear and wife, we have a couple more that we could add into that conversation.
Yeah. Although they're gonna be on the East Coast though, so I don't know if
Are they?
oh, that's what
Wow.
they said. I don't know. I think they're back north, but I don't know. So it's facial hair Friday. What's up, Sosa? You never seen
Every day
a real
is
man
facial
before?
hair
Or what?
Friday.
Freaking tira flecha over here. You know what a tira flecha is?
No.
Tira flecha, flecha is an arrow.
Okay.
So arrow thrower. So indio.
Nice.
Yeah, that fool fucking says he's a fucking tira flecha. So Oksana's saying yes. I think they're gonna be on the East Coast. So I don't know if
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of other way better stuff going on over there for, cigar events.
Well, yeah, I was talking to Chris after it, and I was like, we could have just lit up the Traeger and hung out here. We would have had a better time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it was cool seeing Matt, and then like talk
very
to
cool.
to Lincoln a little bit, So I guess like it depends what your objective is, right? I think it comes down to it, like what are you trying to get out of it? I guess.
I feel like with cigar people, it will always have the feel of camaraderie wherever you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because like you meet your people. But yeah, depends on your objectives.
Yeah. I mean, I am curious about a couple of those cigars, just because I've seen them around, and I'm like, I wonder how they'll. Like I don't remember seeing like that Rocky Patel Black Star. I'm sure it's not gonna be like, phenomenal, but I was like, wait, I never seen that one. And it's a legacy brand, so the guys from what's that guy, the lawyer and or what is it, the lawyer and the cop? What's the brand?
Oh, Tributary. Yeah, we smoked their cigar on this live last year, right?
So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's a very boutique-y cigar. Hopefully it's all right.
Yeah, I think we smoked their Gen Dawn, and it was pretty good.
Dawn. Yeah,
it
was pretty good. Yeah,
I'm never like I'm always like a pessimist when it comes to barber pole cigars.
Yes,
but
yeah, me too. Yeah. Freaking Peter saying, just say the shit, Steven. I mean, you smoked some of the cigars from the event, but I took some. Well, I'm sure you had some too, but
yeah, I think part of the issue that I had at the event was some of the cigars that were being handed out were not in good condition. So it's like you get all excited to smoke a cigar, but it's like too wet to keep lit. All right, well, this is not going to go well. And then for me, there's like always some obligation to continue because like I've already lit it now. I'm not a quitter.
Yeah. Pessimist is such a nice wine, Sosa says. I think one of the few cigars that was like ready to smoke was the Aurora, the 120th. Oh, that's another cigar that I'm kind of curious about.
I'm definitely curious about that one.
Yeah, and this year they're releasing their Lancero size for the
amazing
for the anniversary. So I think I want to try that one too. We'll see.
The other Lancero, the Artisano Eel. I'm curious about that one.
Oh, I have it, dude.
You do?
Yeah.
You haven't tried it yet?
No.
Nice. Yeah.
Oksana saying haven't tried it yet. Which one though? May the 120th. And Sean is saying he likes the 120th. Yeah, I haven't had any La Aurora, dude. Have you had? Oh, actually, I lie. Freaking, we got a La Aurora. I think I got it from what's his name? Enzo. Enzo sent me the what was it, like the anniversary for fucking Sanj that La Aurora made, like I don't know how long ago. It was a little Corona size, bro. Dude,
Nice.
that thing was like fucking bold, bro. I was like, what the hell? So old, and it's got like so much body to it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't know. There's nothing that really catches my attention. The little Perfecto tubes, they look pretty cool, but I don't know. I haven't heard
Yeah,
anybody
they do.
say.
They're colorful when you see them
Yeah,
all together. Yeah.
they look like fucking lipsticks, dude. It's like, hey, let
Yeah.
me pull out my cigar.
I think it's cool. I don't know if you can see this, but you see the barber pole is like a little darker color
Oh,
in the ash.
dude. Yeah.
This is I might thumbnail this later.
Oh yeah. That's crazy. I never seen it burn like that, to be honest with you. The Hordash is fantastic. From Aurora, I'm assuming. Not sure.
Nice.
And Smoking Barones says haven't tried any cigars. Yeah, me either. From the event.
Yeah. Smoke the Artista.
There's a little box press, right?
Yeah. And the Underground 10. What's it doing this to me again?
I don't know, dude. The phones do that. I don't know why. Yeah. Are you on Safari or Chrome?
However it loaded. So probably Safari.
Oh. Yeah, for using it on the phone, it's better to download the app.
I'm sure I was like in a rush trying to like
Yeah.
get back.
Yeah. And actually they just integrate it, because before on mobile devices you were only able to stream from Safari. So now I think they integrated Chrome and other nobody else uses fucking Firefox or nothing like that, but
Right.
but they just they integrated with it. Hordash Maduro, Double Maduro, and the Leon Jimenez 300. So Leon Jimenez was that guy that was there, right, at the event, or who's Leon? That rings a bell. The rum was named after Leon, or
I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't know.
I want to say Leon is like the main guy. We had too much information that day. Can't retain all of it. All from La Aurora.
Well, especially after like 3 tequilas.
I know, dude. Tequilas, bourbons. Felix on Instagram. What's up, bro? Buenos días, señor. From Tamboril, Dominican Republic. The Cameroon Corojo and the 117th are also good. Okay. Nice, man. So what's going on with your new Epicurean Gentleman venture?
Yeah,
what's
man.
that all about?
I got this idea about like I'm not sure if you can hear this plane going overhead, but it's super loud. I got this idea about Jesus. Can you hear that?
It's muffled.
Because it's like it's the sheriff. The sheriff helicopter is going by. I'm looking for somebody. Anyway, so Epicurean Gentleman was this idea that I got after, of course, getting denied monetization on my channel. And I said, well, I have content that isn't purely like smoking and display of tobacco, right? And so it'll initially serve as a repository for me to move that type of content over to a separate channel to distance it from tobacco content, but
Yeah.
it'll also give me a more broad kind of channel that'll serve to function for other types of reviews and walkthroughs that's not cigar related. Because if I keep putting it on Epicurean Smokes, I'm never going to be able to like potentially
Yes.
monetize it down the road.
Yeah.
And I'll always stay shadow banned.
Yeah.
So having a second channel, I think, might be handy. So that's why I started it.
Okay. So you're gonna post like more like GQ stuff on there, is like guy stuff.
Potentially, but like, yeah, just like if I decide I want to record a Traeger recipe or like do a wine tasting review or, you know, go to a fancy
Kind of
restaurant.
like Jeremy Steer style.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll
That's cool.
just be another place to post stuff that isn't getting kind of scrutinized by YouTube.
Okay. Yeah. And dude, I think that even people that hadn't or that had like some type of monetization tier, I think they've already been like how should I say this? Like hit with whatever, because I don't see it no more. Like some people had like the super chats.
Yep.
I think HB had that, and he recently got hit with the strike, bro. That, you know, even, and I think it was his domain. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how long, why it took him so long to do that, to find it.
I was like looking at that sideways going, nobody gonna notice this? I'm not gonna say anything, but
Yeah. Yeah, because on his new stuff, I just watched one of his videos. He's like, well, I can't mention my website anymore.
but also it's display of regulated goods. Like it should never have been monetized under their terms of service.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily agree with their terms of service, but you know, based on how they're written, like you can't monetize that if you're showing cigars.
Oh yeah, dude. I don't know. The cigar tube, it's, you know, I don't know. I think I see it's coming to an end. I don't know, man. It's hard, you know. It's tough, and it kind of, how should I say this? It kind of disappoints me and kind of like puts me in a place where like, do I want to keep pumping out, you know, putting all this work, like, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot of work and a lot of effort. And I think, you know, this idea of putting out a second channel has given me some perspective of like where I might want to spend more time. Like I really like I like experiencing, you know, cigars on the whole, but there's a certain part of the content creation around cigars that somewhat takes away from the experience. And so it's like, you know, we even talk about it in our terminology, right? We say, oh, that's a migar. Like I know I'm going to spend my own time of, you know, in solace enjoying this cigar. And so we even kind of compartmentalize it in our heads and say, well, I'm not going to record this one. This is a migar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. And, you know, I got to give it up for, like, let's say, like, Carpy, dude. Like, he does those shootouts. Like, I've done, like, 2 shootouts. One was the Sobremesa Brulee. And then the other, well, actually, I've done 3. Sobremesa Brulee, those Cubans, and the Huehuense. And, dude, like, it was, like, a lot of work, dude. Like, and I was, like, kind of, like, I don't know, for some reason, I got, like, overwhelmed. And I was like, oh, hell no, dude, this is, like, way too much, like, you know, for... I mean, I appreciate, you know, the viewership and the comments, of course, right?
Certainly.
But it's like, damn, dude. What's up, B? 914 in the house, bro. Where you been? What are you smoking? Happy 4th of July. But yeah, man. It's kind of like disappointing, you know. It's kind of like, eh.
Yeah, like as much as I enjoy smoking a good cigar, and especially like a limited or hard to find one, and having a great experience, so many of those don't give a great experience. And you've seen that now long enough that like they're not all bangers.
Yeah.
And so I do still enjoy that aspect of being able to share that with people, though. Like my Father's Day edición limitada Cohiba review,
Mhm.
where like it was all right, but was by no means worth what it costs, you know. And
Mm.
you see them on the UK market for like 600 pounds a stick. You're like, what? And then to see the follow-up comments of like a bunch of people agreeing with you, like, yeah, no, it's not all that. And so I like being able to share that kind of experience and save somebody the potential heartache of of burning that hole in their wallet.
Yeah. You know, but I think as far as like Cohiba's concerned, like they got their following, man. They got their, their diehard where like it's just Cohiba, like Mike from HQ. That's all he smokes all day, every day, bro. Cohiba Robustos, right?
Yeah, but he loves his farm rolls too, and I respect that because I do too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Um, and farmers are great, man. That one I had, I think it needs a little bit of time though. I don't know. I do understand it's a Ramon Ayone, so it has a little bit of punch, you know.
Yeah.
But I think I should let it rest for a little bit, and then I think it's gonna taste a little bit better.
For sure, for sure. I mean, there's still that whole like this is fresh off the rolling table,
Yeah.
kind of thing. But
But
I
dude,
mean,
the wrapper on that cigar smells amazing, dude. It smells like fucking nice.
Yeah.
You can smell it.
I just got my bundle of Majestuosos. Like that blend is phenomenal. Like they're already 3-year aged, and so yeah. And I always smoke one as a tester, and so I smoked my tester, and it was very good, and it's like I got to get more. So
Damn.
my bundle just came.
Nice. Hell yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and again, they're like affordable. It's good tobacco, Not mad at it.
Right. That's always a frustration when you know what you have paid for crappy cigars, and then you find something that is like very good quality that you can still get at a reasonable price. That's the sweet spot. The sweet spot there.
Mm-hmm. So I was asking how this 23 is going. It's a little bit punchier than at least here, it's like the midpoint. I think it's a little bit punchier than the Salomon. Makes sense, less filler. But the beginning was really nice and mellow. Overall, it's still like your typical coffee espresso note with a little bit of like spice in the beginning, like charred probably oak or something like that, and then like just a minimal amount like of sweetness coming in. So overall that's what it is, and that's what the blend is. It's not a Natabe, it's not a fucking what's that other one, fucking forget the name. It's not an Alfonso, where you get like more nutty, creamy type of nuances. I think every cigar has its place, right? Like this would be like a second cigar for me, or like a later in the day cigar for me.
Yeah, same. This Kiki Momo has like pretty consistent like spice throughout, but like can't knock their construction, man. Like it's doing its thing. Especially for a barber pole, like to still have a pretty even burn, like
yeah. So Sean, I think this question can be directed to Steven because he's the one that's got experience on those.
Let's see. I just smoked a custom Behike 52 and was a phenomenal experience. So I do enjoy that. I've had custom Siglo 6s before, and it depends who the roller is, because I've had really poor quality ones where you pull out giant stems. You're like, this was clearly not their top grade. And so when you talk about customs, it's important to kind of keep in mind that customs is kind of like an overarching topic, and within that you've got factory rolls, custom rolls, and farm rolls. And so your factory rolls are out of the factory, and so you're getting the same tobacco quality as what the cigars in that factory are being rolled to be. So if you get a factory, say Partagas factory torpedo, right? That's probably a P2, right? and so now you've got an unbanded P2 versus if you get a Hoyo de Mena torpedo, that is strictly whatever the last 10% of what that farm had left over after Habanos stole all their stuff. That is from...
They stole?
I did. I mean,
What?
you know.
You slipped that in there, bro, but I caught it. I was like, what the?
I mean, you know, it's kind of how their system runs. And so, you know, that they're growing to feed the machine. And so, you know, 90% of that crop is going to become Habanos tobacco later, but they retain the last 10%. So they're going to be rolling you farm roll based on what's left. So you're not going to see any resemblance between the naming association, whether they call it a Bihique 52 or a Siglo 6. They're referring to size. That's all that is. So you're getting Hoyo de Mena leaf with that size. So they'll typically tell you the farm and then the size, but that doesn't mean you're getting a Siglo 6. And so that's why it's really important to kind of sample from different regions, because Pinar del Rio is not like just one like place, right? There's a lot of farms, and each of them have nuances and variants. It's just the region. So, and then from there, so what do we talk about? We talk about farm roll, we talk about factory roll, and then the customs are usually non-disclosed. So they may tell you a roller, but they might not tell you where the tobacco is coming from. So you have high variance between not just years, but batches that are rolled.
Yeah.
You know, they might have, and this has happened to me several times where I find a blend that I fall in love with and then go to order more and it comes and it's totally different. And so it's like one of those things when you're buying customs, if you find something you love, you buy more immediately because there's no guarantee that it's going to be anything like that the next time you buy, whether it's in a couple weeks or a month or a year.
Yeah. It's you're going to see it like as a small batch type of thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So yeah, you're not going to get Oliva level consistency cigar to cigar.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well that's good because I didn't even know what the I use the terms interchangeable as well, you know, because I'm not familiar at all with that stuff. So, but that's good. Thank you for explaining that.
Of course.
So yeah. So if you're thinking like you're getting in, you know, it's more the size, like Steven said, and except for like the factory ones, right? Where they're still like,
and it's always a tough sell because when you look at the factory rolls, like you're going to pay almost as much as the bandits often.
Yeah.
And so you really kind of have to weigh out. It's like, all right, do I want like legit banded? And you know, of course, assuming you've done all the homework, you know your source and all of that.
Yeah.
Do I want legit banded for, you know, 10 to 15 more per stick, or do I want just to be able to smoke something that's good?
Yeah.
And so if you know, that's where customs fill that gap of like, yeah, I'm gonna reduce my cost per stick by a little bit and still enjoy a really good, you know, Cuban blend.
Mm-hmm. And Sean just joined the Triple C, I think. So I told him, like, you know, if he's got any questions, just direct them to you. I didn't even know Stogie Brody was in there. I think he shot him the invite.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good group of dudes in there, and yeah, very reliable.
Hey, fucking Hound Dog's like, if I wasn't working the event, I wouldn't be there. He was like pouting like a little boy, like, I don't want to be here. Thanks for the free entry to Winston's, though.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
What's up, Eric? Haven't seen you around in a bit, bro. How you been? What are you smoking, my brother? Sean says thanks. And Albert Mija Peña in the house. Hey, I just smoked that fucking AJ Fernandez. He sent me the 20th anniversary or 25th anniversary, whatever. Damn, man, that thing's like got some punch. What is it? I helped point a scammer on CC after 24 hours. What?
Yeah, no, I've definitely pointed out a few. They slip in, and the difficulty with that is you have probably pointed out the satellite of that scammer. So probably somewhere in that list of thousands of members, there's somebody who is a seed scammer who's sending the invites to their other accounts to bring themselves in under another account. So it's a perpetual issue. So when you're blocking people, it's always important to check the box that says block this person and any other accounts they make.
Damn, how does the algorithm find that? Is it because of the email they use? Or the location, maybe? That's cool. Simpson 6 Triple C. Hey, it's top secret, bro. We can't tell you.
Yep.
Cool Culeros Club. This guy. Put some hair on that chest. Yeah, literally, bro. Hey, first thing in the morning too, 8 o'clock, bro. Yeah. I mean, I got through it. And the good thing, it was a kind of like a decrescendo cigar. So, started off pretty punchy. Like, for me, it was like literally like 8 to 9 out of 10 intensity. It was pretty bold, dude. For the first, I think 1/3, and then maybe at the half point it started like simmering down and kind of came a little bit back up. But
yeah, I don't hate this one. Like I don't like the spicy stuff, but construction's great, and like it's not anywhere near a 9. It's like 5 or 6 out of 10. It's got some nice creamy sweet notes and some oak and spice there. So pretty good cigar.
Yeah.
Because it's a cigar fit for royalty, as they say.
American.
These guys are hilarious, dude. These are the ones that were in their like leopard jumpsuits at PCA.
Oh, dude.
They've got some sick swag. They sent me with like shirt and tie, like a tie, a Kikimomo tie, like a silk tie. So I have like a leopard print like Kikimomo tie upstairs.
That shit's funny. Yeah, dude. I saw and their Instagram, they have like a lot more outfits.
Yeah, they're funny. They have a massive number of facings. Like I think it was their first PCA, and they had like 100+ SKUs that they were marketing. Like I was talking to Keith when I first got to their booth, and he like whipped out his catalog. I was like, brother, this is your first PCA. You got like 100-some facings. Like you're putting in work.
Bro, they had 100 facings at PCA, like literally displayed.
No, not displayed, but in their catalog. They brought their catalog.
Oh,
I think they brought fivers. So I got a 5-pack of like different ones, including this Patriot, and so, but it's interesting because like a lot of their SKUs are overlapping. So you'll have like it'll be the same blend, but just a slightly different size, maybe 1 or 2 ring gauge, maybe a 1/2 inch here or there, but it's like the same thing.
Oh, interesting. What's up, Erica? Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Keith was talking on his Instagram and on the YouTube about like kind of reducing some of their SKUs just to simplify a little bit. So I think they were able to cut like 10 or 20% of their catalog just by reducing things that were very, very similar.
Yeah.
Just slight variance in size.
Dude, speaking in slight variances in sizes, because I think I'm going to start reviewing the Avowed series next week.
Nice.
The Vow, VOW, dude. I didn't realize how very similar the Toro is to the Corona Gorda.
Yeah, in that pack they sent.
Yeah,
I didn't notice it until other people started posting, and I was like, "Oh, those are 2 different cigars."
Yeah. So now I smoked two. I smoked 2 Vows, and now I don't even know which ones I smoked. But for sure, I have a Toro and a Corona Gorda.
Nice.
So the Corona Gorda, I think, has the sticker in the back on the flapper, on the cello flap.
Good to know.
But I was like, damn, dude, fucked up. I wonder which one it is. It's still top secret, bro, because you don't know what it is. So top secret, bro.
Top secret.
The invite's top secret too. I knew DC was gonna be interested in it. I knew it. I was like, DC is gonna be like, how can I get in? How can I get in, guys? What's up, Burn Time?
Funny. It's like, well, if you tune into Hugo Smokes, then you might learn some secrets.
Right there, you go. The plug. It's the last half inch that counts. And, oh, hey, we got some women and children in the live stream, bro. Big
This is content for kids.
Yeah, this is educational content.
Ridiculous.
So I did watch your Val review, but I still was like, I don't know. I it's just a detail that I don't know. It just kind of like went past me, like. But because I was getting serious about reviewing it, I was like, all right, let me check what I have. Which one should I review? Because, for example, what is it? Not the Awakening, the New Dawn. There's a Toro, I think, and then there's like the Robusto Extra. So I hear that the Robusto Extra is the one to go with, but I don't always agree with everybody,
Right.
So I don't know. I'm debating which one to review. I'm not gonna do both of them. I'm just gonna do one. I don't know. I'll probably just flip a coin.
Shootout.
Yeah, hell no, dude. No, dude. That series is gonna take. It's 4 cigars, right? So, because it's the Vow, it's the New Dawn, the Awakening, and then the new one, the Higher Calling. So 4. So that's gonna be 4 weeks worth of content. 2 each week. That's it. I'm not gonna do no one whole week thing. Fuck that.
Yeah, I've got a lot of reviews that I like want to get to. So a lot of the kind of more production releases that are coming out, I'm not finding a lot of time for, because like I've been intending to review some of the new Cuban releases for a while. Like I've been holding on to the Trinidad Robusta Extra since like last year's Habanas Festival. I've got like the new 2024 EL Trinidad Cabildos. I've got the Absolutos Ramon Iones 2024 EL. Like I've got all these new limited releases.
Did you get a box of those Absolutos or just
no? Just a single.
Really?
Because I want to smoke it before I go to Switzerland next month, because like it's like a $40 stick. Like you can get them. Yeah, they're around. And so it's like I can always get more.
Not bad for that LE, man, because LEs are usually like 60 and above, maybe, or 80.
It depends. They're all a little different, and like the further you get from the release date, the more expensive they get, and that's why like your 2004 Cohiba Sublime is like $1,000 cigar, and your 2014 Cohiba Robusto Supremo is like $400 to $600. It's like as you get further away from the release dates, they get more expensive.
Makes sense, because now people know if they want to chase after them, right? And it's just like the what do you call it, the New Worlds, but just the New Worlds, well, except for fucking Fuentes, the one that third parties fucking jack it up. But
But I feel like one of my biggest failings in cigar life has been like passing up certain ELs years and years ago. Like if I could talk to myself 10 years ago, be like, why didn't you buy the box of that? You thought $20 a stick was expensive. You should have just bought it.
Yeah, but then we were also making like 30% less. Right. So
the thing is, like, though, I wasn't.
oh, you were still okay.
I it's like, pay in my field has not changed that much. Okay. And so money went a lot further back then.
Yeah. Well, I guess I was speaking for myself. Yeah, 10 years ago it was 2023. I was like fresh out of like fucking college. Yeah. So, dude, see, like this is something that I only do it for reviews, dude. Like like God of Fire, KKP in the morning. What's kind of late already though for where he's at? I think Vegas. No, it's same time, right? 9. Yeah, it's still morning. So I don't know. Sometimes I think to myself, like, how the fuck did I smoke that cigar first thing in the morning, dude? You know, I think it's just like a mindset, you know? And yeah.
I feel like just about every cigar pairs is so nice with a cup of coffee. So it's like one of my
Yeah, it
favorite
does.
pairings.
No, it does, but oh, Legendary Cigar Factory is on Instagram. Good morning. They're the ones that sent via TAM their blends. So thank you. I should be reviewing those sometime. Now, probably after the I think after the Avowed. I don't know. I have to go back to my Instagram reels because you know that's my my calendar when I
Yeah.
did the unboxings.
Yeah, my upcoming Cuban reviews are like I have one box set aside for that, and trying to get into more of like the recent releases of that, like the La Gloria Cubana Turquinos. Like I buy whatever I can justify. I buy by the box just
Yeah,
because of like the availability issues and stuff. So like I'm ready to do all these reviews. It's just about finding the time to like
yeah,
shoot and edit.
yeah. Hell yeah, dude. So Sean's saying do the 6.29 because that's basically the higher calling blend. So is the 6.29 the Toro? I'm assuming. And they both have the Katui leaf from Kellner, very known, and the smoking jacket. Oh, actually, what's his name also uses that one because he messes around with all those people. Hunter. So Louis.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's the Toro. So okay, I'll do the Toro. I gotta say, you know, kind of like a spoiler alert. That's the only Avowed I smoked so far, and I didn't really hit my palate that good. But again, I don't know if they were both Toros, if one was a Corona Gorda. I'm not really sure. I think from what I remember, it was like super zesty and like very floral.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, man, these cigars are all right. See, like in the like when it was that middle point, it was like kind of getting a little bit annoying, but then it calmed down a little bit. So that's cool. I like the dynamic cigars, you know, where it changes.
Yeah.
So like, you know, because I don't like that if it's like punchy. For me, if even like you know, like there's some cigars that leave like a lingering spice on your even on your lips, on your palate, it just coats your palate, and it doesn't let you like you know relax. It's like,
Yeah.
damn, bro, like give me a break, right? Chorojo.
you're you're gonna tell those cigars like Peter, take it easy.
Yeah, take it easy. I got that first time I smoked. The one I had for review was rested for like 4 months. It was better. See, okay, I'm not crazy. Yeah, super zesty, like very floral, and then like I got like some. Oh, the first one I smoked was on the live with actually with what's his name with Dave. So and yeah, there's like now I remember there's like a roasted nuttiness that comes in and out. It's like in the background, you know. But Corojo and Criollo, right? I'm lost. What's he talking about? Maybe he's talking about the florality because one team at Sober Cigars like hates when it's like when there's like Criollo. That's why he hates the original limitada because it has Criollo in there.
Yeah.
Um, I don't mind floralness, but as long as it's balanced with other notes, it's fine. You know, because when it becomes super floral, like have you experienced like when even like when the smoke is coming in and you feel it on your tongue when it touches your tongue, you get like that. What is it like that zest right off the bat? And it's like,
Yeah.
damn, this draw is gonna be super like zesty or like floral.
Right. Yeah, you can tell kind of on the front of the tongue.
Yeah.
Yep. Man. feel like a morning smoke just sets the tone for the day.
Oh yeah, dude, phenomenal. Yeah, and that's why I try as much as I can to wake up, and try to do that. Um, so when I work from home, obviously that's when I do my reviews. When with coffee, talking to the guys on the fucking thing, and on the weekend I try to do it as well.
Nice.
And I purposely put like a bunch of not a bunch, but like more than I usually drink black coffee, but on this one I put like creamer and milk. Because if I was like, I know this cigar is gonna be like super smoky type of profile. So and I did like the reverse where like it's lacking what I want. So hopefully with the coffee creaminess, it kind of balances. Okay, so I think he's talking about the Val that has Corojo 99 and Criollo in the filler. Okay. Yeah. So, upcoming releases, bro. Like, what are you looking at? Like, as far as like new worlds.
New world. Well, I got one later today. So my 4th of July one, which I think is like a phenomenal 4th of July cigar, is the JC Newman American.
Mm-hmm.
It just has this like, it's barbecue. Like it's got this like mesquite note to it that just, gosh, it's just so good.
Okay, nice.
And so it's like for a day that a lot of us spend like by the grill.
Yeah.
Like I don't think you could do better than that for something that's all American and has that flavor profile.
Yeah.
So that review is going to drop a little later today. And then I've just got a couple of Cuban reviews coming out, one each week for the next week. So my hot tub review is next week. And that one dedicated to Peter because he doesn't think you should smoke cigars in hot tubs.
Is that what he said? Okay.
Yeah, we were on Unbanded and we were talking about hot tubs, and some of the guys were like down with smoking in a hot tub, and some were like, I don't know, that would not be a good experience, or it might change the cigar. And I was like, nah, I'm gonna hop in this tub right here and we're gonna do a thing.
By the way, a spoiler alert: he's shirtless.
Yes, absolutely.
So Peter, you better get the lube out.
It's gonna be watching 90s Showtime with the lines, like you're like trying to see through the streams.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that, bro. The temperature. Damn.
I think I saw a nip.
Oh shit! It was an elbow. Fuck.
So yeah, I got that one coming out, and that one, part of the reason why I did that particular cigar was like it's been overdue for smoking. It's a vintage Bolivar, and so you've got this like really cool vintage Bolivar with a 109 head. It's a regional release from 2009, and then they did a re-release in 2012. So it's like it's just a fun time review. Like it's not a cigar I think anybody can get, right?
Yeah.
But if you were to come across it, you would know that it's a banger.
Yeah.
But also it was a nice preparation for Alex G's new 109. So it's like I'll smoke a 109 while I'm waiting for these 109s to get here. Yeah. And so that's just a fun review. And then I have a review coming out the next week on the new Flor de Cano Reino Unido. So that's the new UK release. They announced it in 2023, but it just came out in 2025.
Dude, that Lonsdale looks phenomenal, dude. Looks really good.
I wish it was. Yeah.
Oh, hey, spoiler alert. Damn.
Spoiler alert. So I think it's a decent cigar. It's just it's tough in its price points, right? Because the pricing for this now where you have like the Ramon Ayones Absolutos you were talking about, where you've got a cigar that's it's expensive, but it's more reasonably priced in the EL market, right? So like $40, and then you've got the Reino Unido, which is closer to like 50. And so you're putting your regionals, which are more rare. Regionals are more rare than Edición Limitadas, but you're putting them in a class where it now has to outcompete an EL. And so it sets a higher bar for it. And so it's like, if I have to pay $50 to experience this regional, it better be worth it. And that's where it has trouble competing in the market, I think. You used to see regional editions like much more bargain priced. And now you're starting to see, especially UK regionals, really above the price of some ELs. And that's weird.
Yeah. So why do they have to push those further? Is it because they're only allowed 2 per region, I think, or 2 per year, or
6,000 boxes?
Okay.
6,000 boxes with 1 potential re-up that has to be approved by Habanos. So the max you can get of that release is 12,000 boxes total. But most of the releases will be around 6,000 boxes because that's the initial quantity that they have to buy for the first release. And so that's limited. That's more limited than the runs of ELs.
Okay. So so they only get that one run, and then they might have a restock if Habanos approves it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they want to do another regional, they would have to do with a different marca, or can they do the same marca?
So they cannot repeat a marca for a certain number of years after.
Okay. So they got to throw some other marcas in, and then they can come back to it. Okay.
They can come back to it. So like for the Flor de Cano, they did like, I'm not exact on the numbers, but I think they did a Robusto variant 2009, and then another Vitola 2013. And so this is the 3rd Flor de Cano UK regional.
Speaking of regionals, did you already smoke, or do you have the Bushido?
Yeah, I have a Bushido. I haven't smoked it yet.
Cool.
That was just like, Sal loves that cigar, so I had to get one at least and try it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm excited for that one. I don't know when I'm gonna smoke it, but yeah, fucking Bushido's crazy, bro.
Yeah, maybe I'll make the Hot Tub Time Machine a series and just smoke rare vintage in the hot tub.
I know. What's up, Sosa? The other Sosa, Jimmy Sosa. And yeah, man, P Diddy's ready. Man, that's funny. So I smoke cigars in hot tubs. I like it. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. I mean, I think it's relaxing. You know, you get the cigar. The hot tub is relaxing. You know, hot water and stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe because of the moisture, maybe. But the cigar was fine, and it was a broadleaf too. So maybe it was more resilient. It was a little tabby.
Yeah, I mean, I think part of the thing that gets mentioned is like, well, do you just keep one hand up out of the water? And it's like, well, yeah, you do.
I mean, you can have an ashtray on the side. Put it on the fucking ashtray.
So yeah, like, I mean, it's my hot tub, right? So like, I've got it set up the way that it makes sense for me. Like, I have, because the fence is right there, and so those stinky car ashtrays.
Yeah.
Go in the cup holder, and then the top flops out, and there's a little rest. So I have one of those, and I bought a bicycle cup holder. So the bicycle cup holder you can just screw onto, like, ideally for handlebars of a bicycle, but it fits the fence, and so I just have a bicycle cup holder there, and then I put my stinky tray on the side. So I have one there, and then I've got a silicone on this side. So whichever hand I switch to, I've got an ashtray on either side that's not breakable. Yeah. And so, and then I keep my towel behind me if I need to dry off some fingers and switch. Like, I can do that. It's no problem.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's fine.
Like, and I think the point I was making was like, I can record a video and smoke this cigar seamlessly and enjoy it and not have the cigar crack. It was just kind of like a, hey, check out this.
Yeah, I think it's great. I mean, perfect summer night right there, bro. Yeah. Again, hot tub, cigar, some wine, some bourbon.
Yeah, I'm always cautious, especially with like vintage Cubans that I have like a limited supply of. Like, I never do a pairing with them. I'm just so like, I never want to overpower the flavor that I could be picking up. So I'm really cautious about it.
That's true.
Do you ever watch The Late Smoke?
No, is that a YouTube podcast?
Yeah, so there's this guy Ray, and he has done a lot of live streams with Usman, the cigar inspector, and so
Oh,
they're both
Osman,
out
yeah.
of they're both out of Leeds in the UK, and so I watch Ray's Monday. For us, it's noon on Monday, but it's for him it's the evening. So,
Okay.
and he's a big fan of pairing tea.
Oh,
And so
okay.
this is something I'm thinking about because it's that's the thing there. But I'm excited and thinking about like I was asking him last week, I'm like, hey, where do I start? Like, give me a pairing, give me a cigar, and like and some tea that I should start with. Because they say that it like really nicely cleans the palate like between puffs.
Okay.
So
Kind of like
maybe
like black
future.
coffee.
Yeah.
Some fucking Earl Grey, some English tea.
Yeah.
Some chamomile is pretty light too,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what you're smoking.
Yeah.
Do you know what chamomile is in Spanish?
What is it?
It's not hierba buena. It's the other one. It's very very common in the Spanish household. Manzanilla.
Manzanilla. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know that till I was like older, because it was always like manzanilla.
Right. And
And
you're like,
now
oh,
like,
these people call it something totally different.
yeah, how like there's no manzanilla in here. How's that barber pole? The closing out pretty good?
It's it just has like come up in intensity, but it hasn't really become anything substantially different. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. I don't know, like it's even though it's a lighter shade wrapper, like it's definitely something you could smoke at a later time of day.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't have like the spice ramp up or earthiness ramp up. It's pretty consistent.
Nice. Yeah. I think for barber, like you said, for barber poles, I'm pretty pessimistic about them, and very cautious. Not a lot of them tickle my fancy.
Yeah. I'm excited to smoke. Have you seen the new Trinidad Cabildo's 2024 EL? The one with like it's 3 bands. So it's got a foot band and then the EL band and then the Trinidad band.
I saw it. Yeah.
It's got the NFC in it. So when you scan your phone, it shows like a video on the Havana's website and stuff.
Yeah.
It's cool.
That one's coming out when?
No, it already came out. Yeah, I've already got it ready for review.
Oh, okay. What about new worlds that are coming out? Anything that kind of? I know that
I
they
don't
have the Fuente, like no, like to grab, like that. Like
Yeah.
I know they have the
So
Fuente Sangre de Toro. I think is it?
Mhm. Yep.
Which is
The Broadway I just reviewed that just came out.
Oh, Broadway, yeah.
The crown heads. That one is a play on the La Pâtissier La Pâtissier blend.
The one that
So
they're discontinued.
yeah,
Okay.
so they discontinued that blend, but then they did like it's the same blend but just like 1/2 leaf different.
Okay.
And so they rebranded it as the Broadway, so an homage to Broadway in Tennessee.
Nashville.
And so that one was pretty good. And then the Oz Family Cigars Caratoba, that one's dropping, I think, was it last week? I think it just came out. So that's another new one. The La Boheme from Aging Room that just came out. That's actually probably has been out maybe 6 months. Which other ones? The Fish Stick from Lure Cigars.
Oh, Lure, you jumped on some of those?
Yep. Yeah, I got to meet Lou at PCA, and so I got a fish stick and an oscuro from him to try. So I already reviewed the fish stick, and but the oscuro I still have to smoke. Yeah, there's a bunch of releases right now.
Dude, what about Las Calaveras? Are you intrigued about that one? The
I
crown
bought the
heads?
one for last year, and I just haven't gotten around to it.
Oh, okay. Because they have the 25 now. I think it's a green band, lime green or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, I don't know. They have a sampler. I'll probably get the sampler. I got the sampler last year, and I'm
Gur-
saving the Belicoso because the Belicoso is
Gurkha's
supposed to.
got.
Uh-huh.
You're saving the Bellicoso?
Yeah, because I guess that's supposed to be like the best one. I reviewed the Toro, I believe. It was
Nice. Yeah, Gurkha's got a bunch coming out right now. The Volition America series, so 3 different wrappers for those Gurkha fans out there. The Gurkha Fat Boy came out a couple months ago. Three
mm,
three big ring sizes. I
you
reviewed
know
that one already.
you know that that one was collaboration with Sips and Six, right?
Yes, yes.
It's a collab, yeah, with
I was
DC.
aware. Yes, that's a collab. Yeah.
Yeah, the Gurkha Fat Boy. Oh, speaking of Sips and Six, hey man, how do you feel about that? Your new cigar that just came out from Gurkha. Has anyone tried the New World Decimo AJ Fernandez? I just tried the regular New World, the gold band, a while back, but it wasn't new. I don't know. AJ's like kind of like not for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching Matt enjoy some stuff, and it's like making me reconsider. But yeah, I haven't really gone down an AJ rabbit hole. He's got so many blends.
Yeah, I guess everybody likes the New World Cameroon, right? The red
Right.
band, I think. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe give it a shot. I mean, I'm concentrating more like on like the newer stuff, now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough when you look back at your viewership on certain videos and you're like, oh, nobody cared about that one. I thought people would be interested in that new release.
Yeah.
Guess not. And then like you smoke some like Rocky Patel and you're like, oh, everybody wanted to watch that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm
But
telling
I
you, bro, it's like those legacy brands hit super rare stuff like the Opus 25th. That
yeah.
one's got like a lot of views for me. Um but yeah, a lot of the and like obviously like Cubans, right? Like
Which is why I'm like I enjoy smoking those and so I'll probably spend some time. Next up on deck is the Caratoba, the Oz Caratoba for sure, but because that's just coming out. But yeah, there's a lot of new Cuban releases, and so I might spend some time just doing that.
yeah. The other one I want to pick up is the new Opus X Society, the gold.
Okay, didn't even know about that. Awesome.
Yeah. They got a new, that's the one coming out this year. I think it's barely coming out or it's gonna come out. I saw Fanatics is gonna drop it because they get a lot of the Opus stuff. And
Nice,
again, probably
nice.
just pick up 1 or 2 cigars to try them because they're gonna be like a little bit more than the regular one. Or maybe like 100, 110 per stick.
Yeah,
Dude,
probably.
some guy some guy commented on my Opus Society. He's like, well, you're describing the notes of Oliva Series G Maduro. And I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I smoked my fair share of Oliva G's in the whole alphabet soup, right?
Yeah,
And I mean, it's just a different animal, you know. I mean, I don't think the experience justified the $90, you
right.
know, because and obviously for an undisclosed blend, like, that's kind of like money grab for me, right? Um, but it's a different beast, dude. Like it's really like Sal was saying, like it's premium tobacco, man. It's for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I mean, it's tough when you think about what stuff is a money grab and what you think it isn't. Like there's a lot of money grab going on out there. There's no reason
Yeah.
to have there's no reason to have like some brands will have 5 to 10 new releases at PCA and you're like, what is going on here? Can you focus and give me a few good things and not just try to do like so many? Like
Mhm.
I don't want to have to sift through the field, let alone your consumers have to sift through the field. Like give me a banger, like invest some time. It's tough because like I know logistically they have to buy a certain amount of leaf to get premium leaf, right? So that leaf has to go somewhere.
Hmm.
But like, they're not all bangers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, dude, like, and I give him like a little breakdown. Like, okay, bro, like, yes, maybe you're getting like the same. Some notes are similar, but there's a distinct characteristic for Fuente and even like Opus,
Right.
right? Where like you get that vintage note where you're not gonna pick it up in Oliva G. Trust me, bro. It again, I'm not saying it's worth $90. That's the price tag. I'm just smoking it and I'm sharing my experience, but
But it is hard to describe like what vintage tastes like to people who haven't.
yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like, I know what Carpy means when he says musty. Like, I like to poke at it and I think it's a funny word, but like, I get it. Like, you've got to put some descriptor to it.
Yeah. Yeah. So thanks, Ben.
Ben's on it.
And Golden Bullet, I think it's fall. Yeah.
Yeah, there's just so many releases. Like, it's hard to keep up. Like, I appreciate the dudes who do, but I still haven't even smoked my 23 Lampert Limitada.
Oh, dude. And I hope that's a good one for you because, like, literally, those are hit or miss, dude. The first one I smoked was a total failure construction, which messed up the flavor profile. Then the second one I smoked with the Bandit guys was phenomenal.
I still have that cigar. I didn't smoke with that show.
Oh, okay. Wait, well, that's which one? Because it was like either the 23 or 20. No, I'm talking about the smoke with friends, not the actual
Yeah.
Bandit. Just saying, where is the AJ Fire Cure blends? I don't know.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he's used. I don't know of which he's used fire cured if he has used that. Because I know like the Pappy Van Winkle cigar. I know the Istanbul.
But Istanbul is not AJ. It's
No.
Luciano.
I wasn't not attributing to AJ, but
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Does AJ have fire cured blends? What are they, Ben? I don't know.
What did you think of the Istanbul?
I think it was like very exotic, but
Yeah.
not off-putting. I didn't think it was like too overpowering on the floorness. It kind of goes hand in hand with the Chinchale a little bit. The warp Chinchale.
Yeah.
Like kind of like in the same category. But the Istanbul was a little bit more pronounced on that floorness and that fire cured taste, which was more like of a mesquite type of smoky type of profile. Yeah. They had a fire. Oh, but I forgot about that.
He was like setting us up for that joke, and then
I know, dude. It worked. It worked flawlessly, bro. Flawlessly. That's what happens when you concentrated like on the subject, right? Like when fucking DC got me on that whatever, I forget that guy's name. So yeah, I think for Edgar, he likes. I kind of understand what Edgar likes based on the what he's been posting. So yeah, he would like that one for sure. Got like that sour breadiness going on, like that kind of like not your very typical profile.
Right. It's definitely unique.
Yeah, KFC is a collab between Drew Estates and AJ.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
An outlier to all chocolate leather and coffee notes.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I totally get why some people laugh at cigar reviews in general because they're just like, they taste like tobacco. That's tobacco. What you're describing is tobacco.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you can get creative as you want, right? Like,
Mhm.
but there's basic notes,
Right.
and you can describe them as however you please, I guess. Make it colorful.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like earth, wood, herbal, whatever, spices.
Yeah, you get slight
Um,
variation.
and I think it goes as far as I attribute it, or I say that if you're a foodie,
Yeah.
a lot of these flavor nuances, because people that don't get the notes kind of really picky with the food. Like I
Yeah.
got a few friends that like don't like onion on their like food and stuff like that. They don't like pepper and stuff like that, like chili, whatever. So their palate's very limited as far as that. So you really won't recognize the notes when you're getting those on the cigar.
Yeah. I mean, I knew you were the real deal when you started calling out cumin on your cigar reviews. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
somebody's a chef.
and again, that's a very common Hispanic spice, right?
Yeah.
So my
You don't
mommy,
know me, fool.
you know me, too. Bro, you're Bad Bunny's #1 fan. What are you talking about? Yeah, the Istanbul. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Like it's in a league of its own, man. Oh, look, we got Realm in the house. What's up, Realm?
Nice.
Live from Dubai. Let's see. After my LFT reviews coming up, I'm gonna stop giving flavor notes. It will be quick turnaround on my videos. Mm,
Just like I like it or I don't.
mm,
I don't know. I
yeah,
feel like that's part of the experience, though, right? Like,
yeah,
there are certain cigars, like, if you tell me about your experience, I'll know if I'm gonna like it or not.
yep. Or like expressions when you're smoking a cigar, like tells a lot too. Like you got a smile on your face or you got a frown, right?
Right. Like you can see on my Cohiba 2021 EL review where like I'm so excited when I get started and I get into the first third, I'm like still like reasonably excited. And then I
Yeah,
get like halfway through it, I'm like
dropping.
just dropping.
Yeah,
Like, okay, it's like doing this.
yeah, yeah. Again, that's why when people say like, or they ask me, "Hey, dude, like, what do you recommend for Cubans?" And I say, "Go with the regular portfolio, man. Like
Yep.
you're you just get your hands wet on those. Don't even spend your money on the LEs and the regionals. The regular portfolio. Once you find the one that hits your palate, you're gonna from there. You're gonna start to explore, and then
Yeah.
obviously whatever you can get your hands on too, because they're hard to come by.
Yeah, I
But
mean if you travel like I mean I know not everybody's like got disposable income to do a lot of travel, but like as soon as you're outside the US, like that's what everybody else smokes, right? Like
hmm
not non-Cuban is new to the rest of the world. Like
yeah,
I still meet a lot of people who like they've been Cuban cigar smokers as long as I've been a cigar smoker in total or longer.
yeah,
And these dudes are like just coming around to non-Cuban. Like, I've tried a few, I don't like them. Like, what should I try? They're all asking like because like these are just they've been on the side of the humidor, their local humidors, and they're like, look at them, and it's really hard to justify, like especially speaking from me having my first trip to London this year and going, oh, they're about the same price. Why would I buy that? I get these for $5 or less. Like why would I
yeah.
why would I venture to buy like you can get AJ New World, you can get Fuente, you can get all the big names abroad, but they're almost the same price, if not the same price, and in some situations more expensive. I bought a punch at the what's that place? At one of the lounges, the
And
Ritz, and
okay,
the punch was less expensive than the Andalusian bull.
Oh wow.
And so it's like, wait, no, I know what a bull costs. Like
Yeah.
I don't overpay for bulls. Like I
Yeah.
know what a bull costs, and you've got the bull marked up at like 3 to 4 times MSRP. I'm just gonna go smoke the Cuban. Like it's less expensive. What?
No brainer, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny. Well, it's because it's a commodity. It's kind of like Cubans
Yep.
for us, right?
Yep.
And then another thing that I noticed is that as far as like the new worlds, people outside the US describe them from their, I guess, from where they're produced or like their region. Like they call they don't say like Arturo Fuente, they say Dominican.
Yeah.
Or for like Plasencia, stuff like that, they say Nicaraguan puros, you know, or Nicaraguan
Yep.
cigars. So it's a different type of culture and nomenclature, right?
Yep.
It's bullshit to overpay for Andalusian bulls. Yeah, yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
It's a
I
good
don't.
cigar. It's a good cigar. It's a long smoke, but it's a good cigar at MSRP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Well, I'm coming to the end of this. You're pretty much at the end too. You got anything you wanna? You kind of like touch up on your stuff that's coming up, but
Yeah, I mean, if you feel so inclined, sub to that Epicurean Gentleman channel, and get me some subs over there. That'd be cool.
yeah,
We'll get that channel rolling. A lot of the initial releases will be stuff that has already been on Epicurean Smokes for 6 months or more, because I'm just trying to move non-tobacco content over there right now, and then we'll start making some new stuff.
yeah, nice. Yeah. So follow Epicurean Gentleman, right?
Yep.
Epicurean Gentleman. He's asking who taught you nomenclature. I'm just a nosy guy. Oh, dude, I totally missed. Did I keep ignoring IG? My bad. Stefan from Lampert's on. He's asking why don't I like box press? I think that box press, number one, introduces another burning issue factor on the cigars. Most don't burn even. You know, there's a lot of canoeing from my experience. Some burn phenomenal. You know, because obviously they're rolled round, right, and then they're shaped in the mold into a box press, right? That's how it goes, right? So I think that introduces another issue with cigars, which I don't need. It doesn't feel nice in the mouth for me. I round parejo for me all day, you know. So
I've never had a strong preference one way or the other, but I know a lot of people who share your sentiment.
yeah, I mean, if you offer me a box press or a regular round parejo, I'll take the round parejo all day, you know. Just to answer Stefan over here on Instagram, and then Epicure, your buddy Epicure 868 is over here too, and then Rome is saying we need more Cuban cigars reviews. Yeah, so
Yeah, for sure.
I got some fake Cubans coming up. So I'm lining up some for next week. Tuesday's my birthday, so I got some lined up. I'm thinking of doing that Siglo 6 and then the Reserva Montecristo. We'll see.
Very nice.
If it's too hot, I'll just do one because I'll do one in the morning, you know. But I don't like smoking when it's too hot. So
very cool.
But Stefan, dude, your Lampert Breeze, your Lampert Breeze, your Ocean Breeze, your Golden Retailer, and I think most of the Sir Louis collabs are phenomenal, dude. I really like those blends, and they're all round Vitolas. The only one that he's got box is the 2025 Limitada, I think. So
nice.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow I got the Knuckle Sandwich 57 finally coming out. Thank you, Sean, for sending that into the channel. Appreciate that, buddy. And I think I've got like 2 or 3 weeks like on my queue, which I haven't set dates because people get antsy.
Yep.
But they're shared. Whoever's subscribed to the paid Patreon, they're shared in a week in advance on there. So if you guys want to jump on there, if you guys want to get a head start on that, $3 a month. It helps
Yeah.
pay for my other Patreon accounts, basically.
Right.
So far.
Yeah. I always release early on the Patreon, and I'm gonna start doing some giveaways over there to try to
Yeah.
reward those folks.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Chat, Instagram, Rumble. Steven, thanks for jumping on, man.
Thanks
And
for having
hope
me.
you guys have a wonderful 4th of July weekend. Stay safe. Don't burn any fingers. And we'll catch you guys on the tube. Bye.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer. Hugo Smokes is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.
Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you had some fun and smoked a great cigar. Let's keep the good vibes going all weekend long.
Hugo Smokers is out, gonna let the day begin. Don't forget to sub and like to always bring you cheer.